roughly around 1978. A friend of mine who I went to high school with called and asked if I wanted to take a job in the mailroom over at KTTV. Okay, so the band wasn't making money. We had to make rent. So I wanted to do my fair share. And so I said, let me see if that'll work out. So I went to meet, the gentleman is Ken Miller, who I went to school with. He went from the mailroom to messenger service for Metro Media. And that was something that really worked out for him. I then got the job in the mailroom, which was kind of interesting because I could still do my music at night, only had to work one Saturday a month. And to me, I said, okay, I can make a little money. Things worked out. But as I did my rounds, I met more and more different people from the different departments, which then I was working on my skills of communication. It would take me 20 minutes to do the run, but I would then stop on stage and kind of figure out what are they doing. I know that they're doing lighting. I know they're putting sets in. Norman Lear was just beginning with Maud, Good Times, but I would never go to any one of those shows. But the guys and a couple of gals were always outside, and I'm the outside guy from the beach, fixing the lights that they were putting in on stage. And so that was something that I kind of was just watching, but it just didn't click yet. I was there for about maybe a year, 7 months. And in engineering, which was kind of interesting, I went to publicity, engineering, corporate, computer, and you could then meet the people at the front desk, and they would tell you if there's availabilities or what the job is. Do I talk to them now or not? So this is all I say for anybody if you've got a beginning job, that it is a great job to start your career off. In engineering, I thought I might get into audio because of my music background. So I had asked, and her name was Linda Mendoza, who was head of scheduling. So they put my name on the list, and then I quit the mailroom, and there was about a 2-week period there where I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I don't know, maybe that was foolish, but they called me and said, listen, we have a lighting job. And I said, well, I want to do audio. Well, do you want to work? I said, yes, I want to work. Bring a glove and a wrench. I said, okay. So I kind of knew some of the guys out there that were doing the lighting. So they told me I couldn't patch in. All I could do is hang. And I said, what are we hanging from? And so they had the plans laid out on the table. Well, I looked at the plans, and from my architecture background, I could read the plans and kind of turn it in my head what they were talking about. They'd bring the pipes in, pointed at the directions that were needed per unit, and I said, okay, yeah, we can do that. That's this over here, and that's where the set goes. And he said, so can you read these? I go, yeah. And so it began. That's the wheels started to turn. That my past is coming together. We rigged the stage, and then the lighting director came out, and it was his name was George Champ, and the stage is blank. I'm holding a ladder. They wouldn't allow me to climb the ladder. And then the stage went black, and so now there's a black canvas. Turn the light on, and it was perfect. The nose created the shadow. You got the diamond and the cross key, but it was perfect. And so I said, "Uh-oh, I kind of like this," and the whole process and the people that are involved and what it took to get it done made it kind of easy and creative. And then I just said to myself, I'm going to just have them just tell me what to do once and make sure that I get in early and see where all because as we focused, the guys were using the same doubles, singles, different types of diffusion. I wanted to make sure, and over at KTTV there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages. And so that being said, what stage they had me come back on, I wanted to make sure that I knew where everything was on stage. So when they had called for it, I said, I know where it is. I'll be right there. They began to keep calling me back, and so they put me on staff there. And then the lighting consultant was George Champ and Tommy Champ. And they made a deal with Norman Lear that they wouldn't have to bring outside consultants to do a single show. And so he would teach with his style of lighting. Now, George was on staff at CBS, and Tommy was also, but what Tommy showed us were the basics of lighting. He comes from the Playhouse 90s, and so shooting live TV and still have a dramatic feel. He showed us the basics, and no matter what you end up doing, if you do this, you'll get through this.